Okay, so hey guys, so today's video is going to be my most repurchased makeup items. I've seen this video going around the internet a lot and I really wanted to do this video for a while now, so now I'm finally getting around to filming it. So I know I've made videos of my most holy grail items and stuff like that, but I really wanted to do this to share with you my most repurchased makeup items because it's just fun to me. And as you guys know, I didn't really start collecting makeup more until about a year and a half ago. So I used to always be into makeup, but I never really collected it like I do now. And I really wanted to tell you guys basically what my favorite products are in this video and telling you what I love the most that I keep on going back to it. So I'm going to start with this because this is probably my most repurchased makeup item in this entire thing. So I have to start with the concealer, and the number one most used concealer and most repurchased makeup item I have here is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and this one is in the color Light Warm. I don't know how many times how much I can talk about this product because it's literally my number one favorite concealer of all time. And what's funny is that I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing a different concealer, but I'm basically wearing one of my other favorite concealers. But I'm telling you, this concealer just does no wrong to me. It's amazing. It's so creamy. It's so easy to blend. It's so full coverage. And it's so hydrating. I just feel like Urban Decay made the most amazing concealer out there when this concealer came out. This changed my makeup game so much. I don't think I've purchased a product like this since like the Hourglass powders that have really helped my makeup game, because this concealer is freaking amazing. So I absolutely love it. I'm also trying out one of their new palettes today. I'm wearing the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette on my eyes, and I really love how my makeup turned out. I just think they make such great products. They're such an amazing brand. I might do a video on like my favorite Urban Decay products. Let me know if you want to see that. I'm also thinking about doing a video on my favorite, my absolute favorite Colourpop products as well. So we'll see. I know I have made videos on Urban Decay and Colourpop on like my collections and told you my thoughts about my favorite things from there. So I could just link those below, but that's not what this video is. That's not what this video is about. So yeah, I absolutely love this. Number one favorite makeup products ever. I think if I got rid of all of my makeup products and just had this and a beauty blender, I would be probably set for life, because you can just do everything with concealer. So this is basically your best friend is your concealer, and I love it. I love it. So, and then the other item, again, is from Urban Decay. I literally have purchased this so many times, I can't even tell you how many times I've repurchased it. I'm talking about the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. I would also talk about the All-Nighter Setting Spray as well, because I probably have purchased that just as much as this. And how much do I have in here? This bottle has been lasting me a while. I might have to go repurchase one soon. It feels like there's definitely like a quarter left, so it feels like it's like probably like up to here. But anyway, I absolutely love this setting spray. I've never purchased any other setting spray besides the Urban Decay one, just because I feel like it works so well. It just keeps your makeup looking absolutely amazing for pretty much the entire day. It doesn't really make your makeup fade all that much. Also, because I do have dry skin, so this is like setting spray. Basically all I have to do is put a little bit of setting powder on and set my face with this, and I'm good to go, because setting sprays are more for like people with dry skin and adds like such a nice boost of hydration to my face. It's just freaking amazing, and the cooling sensation really makes it feel so nice in the summertime to prevent you from sweating. And I don't really sweat all that much. I know my boyfriend said it's kind of a bad thing, but yeah, I absolutely love it. I really don't have anything else to say about it because I purchased it so many times. And the All-Nighter, I go back to purchasing. Actually, I probably should purchase that one instead, because I use this more in the summertime, and I think this was the only bottle I purchased this entire summer. I don't know. because I'm pretty sure I didn't go and pick up another chill makeup setting spray, because this is the one I use in the summertime, and I was using the all-nighter setting spray probably well into like June. So I don't think I picked this up until like probably like late June or something. So this lasted me probably 3 months. So that's usually how long they last me. But it's amazing. It's worth every single penny. I constantly repurchase it all the time. It's amazing. So I'm probably going to pick up the all-nighter soon. Okay. And then the next two products are both from MAC. These are definitely my other two most purchased makeup products. The first one is kind of like a concealer, and I've used this completely up. I don't know why I even still have it in my bathroom, but yeah, I completely used up the entire thing again, and this is the MAC Prep and Prime in the shade Radiant Rose. You guys know I freaking love this. It just adds this beautiful like hint of life to your eyes. I haven't repurchased it yet. I know that that's terrible, but I didn't go repurchase it yet. And this is probably the third one I've used up. The Naked Skin Concealer, I probably have used up 5 tubes of this. I think this is like my 6th one, so I have to go purchase another one. And this I probably have used up at least 4 times. I think of this maybe like 3 times, and then the all-nighter probably like 4 times. So constantly repurchasing that. But this I've definitely probably used up. I think this is the 3rd or the 4th. It might be the 4th. But yeah, I love it. It just adds this beautiful like hint of life to your eyes because it has such a beautiful quality of highlighting everything. And it just, I love it. I don't really use it as a highlighter because that's what it's supposed to be. It's actually supposed to go underneath your highlight, and then it's supposed to really make your highlight pop. It's kind of like a highlighting primer, I would say, because it says it's a prep and prime. But what I use it for is I mix it in with my concealer because that's what basically every other person does with it. Or you can actually use it as a concealer on its own. Like, you don't even have to go purchase a concealer. You can just buy this if you think that it works as a concealer for you. And I just love how it makes my under eyes look. So I need to go purchase another one because I absolutely love it. And then the other MAC item is a no-brainer. You guys are probably already going to know what I'm going to say. The MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I am telling you, best bottom lash mascara ever. I think this is my 3rd tube of it, and I think I have to go get a new one because, like, I think it's starting to get a little bit dried out. I really need to go back and pay attention to what is old in my collection because I'm pretty sure I have to go purchase. Oh, never mind. I already purchased 2 new eyeliners, but my Stila eyeliners just ran out, and I think that this is running low, and I think my Benefit Roller Lash is dried out. I think my It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara is dried out, which actually I should have grabbed the Benefit Mascara because it's probably my other repurchased mascara. Probably should go grab more mascaras, but give me a second. Let's talk about this first. So, yeah. Pretty much that's all I have to say though, even though I'm like, let's talk about it. Not really. Because this mascara is just amazing. I haven't found anything that I like more. What's funny though is that I'm actually wearing the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara on my top and bottom lashes today. But basically 99.9% of the time it's this. But if I'm wearing something that's more for like a no makeup look, because I literally threw on eyeshadow for this video and I just really wanted to test out the palette, I will always wear this to work. I don't care how much effort it is to put on 2 mascaras for every day. It just makes your lashes look so amazing on the bottom. I'm like, amazing. And even though I didn't wear it today, the L'Oreal Telescopic is probably the only other mascara that I put on my bottom lashes. But most of the time it's this, so I absolutely love it. It's amazing. I love it so much, and so many people in the beauty community agree with me because I always see them constantly using it. And then the other things I'm going to talk about, these are probably my most repurchased items. I'm just going to talk about them together because these are literally the only 2 brands of eyeliners that I constantly go back to and repurchase. Are the let me make sure they're facing right. The Kat Von D tattoo liners and the Stila Stay All Day eyeliners. These are obviously the 2 colors that I repurchased the most. These are the Stila eyeliners in the shades dark brown and black, and then these are the Kat Von D liners in the shade Mad Max Brown and Trooper. And this is what they look like. These are both the felt tip liners. I swear to God, I don't think I've found any better eyeliners than these two brands. Even though I've heard that the Marc Jacobs felt tip liner is really, really good, and also the Tom Ford one is supposed to be amazing. But if you don't want to spend that much money on those eyeliners, these are incredible options. So I don't really want to go out and spend like $40 or $50 on a freaking eyeliner when I'm already spending like $60 on my favorite foundation, you know? And I'm really looking to finally purchase a Tom Ford lipstick that I don't really want to spend the money on the eyeliner. I'm thinking about doing a luxury haul though of like really luxury items, but I did just treat myself a couple of days ago and purchased 2 high-end luxury items. And I'm thinking about doing like a really big luxury haul of like Tom Ford, Burberry, Kevyn Aucoin, and Chanel. So let me know if you guys want to see that. And I was also thinking about getting something from Guerlain. But this will be something that I wouldn't post for quite a while until after I accumulate all of them, because I already buy high-end foundations or like luxury foundations that it's like not practical for me to go and purchase those things. And plus I've heard that Burberry's not really worth the money. They say that their products aren't as good as like other brands like Giorgio Armani, which is amazing. But anyway, and sometimes people say that Tom Ford isn't really worth it, but they say that the eyeliner is amazing, and so is the bronzer and the lipsticks. So anyway, these are freaking amazing. I really can't choose one over the other. I think I love both of them. But I think I would say if I had to choose one, I probably would choose the Kat Von D liners, just because I have been using Trooper lately, and I'm telling you, it is so black when you put it on, and I just find that the wands or the tips are a little bit easier to use. I know I'm not wearing eyeliner today. Isn't it such a perfect example of like my most repurchased products when I'm not really wearing a lot of them today? But trust me, I do wear them pretty much every day. But I just find that the tip on these are a little bit thinner and a little bit more precise, because these Stila ones are a little bit fatter. So this is the Kat Von D one. Look how pointy it is and how tiny it is. And then this is the Stila one. This one is a little bit more, I mean, it's still thinner, but it's a little bit thicker. This one's kind of completely dried out though. So I'm going to try and show you with the black ones. But yeah, they're both phenomenal eyeliners. I do kind of prefer the shade of Mad Max Brown a little bit more, because even though this sounds stupid, it's not as brown as the Stila one is, but I kind of like it because it's kind of like a dark, dark brown, like almost black. The Stila one's much more brown, and sometimes I like the look of like the Kat Von D one a little bit more. And then this is the, let me put down the brown ones. This is the Stila Stay All Day one in the shade black, and then this one is the Kat Von D one. And that's what they look like. So you see how the tips are different. I just think that the Kat Von D one is a little bit more precise. And what I would have to say too is that these are so much better than the Too Faced ones that I just tried, which sucks because I love Too Faced, but I also love Stila and Kat Von D. Kat Von D is one of my all-time favorite brands, so I will constantly repurchase both of these. They're both amazing. I would recommend both of them 1000%. It doesn't even matter if I prefer these over this because they're both phenomenal. So you really can't go wrong with either of them. So yeah, I absolutely love those. And then my other most repurchased item is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Fair. This is probably the only drugstore item that I'm going to be sharing in this. I'm sorry, but you guys know I love high-end makeup, and I love Makeup Geek and Colourpop, so those are the affordable options that I will mention. But when it comes to concealers and mascaras, I like trying out drugstore ones. I don't know why it's only those things, but I just heard so many good things about this, and this is actually the concealer I'm wearing today. This is in the color Fair, which I think I already said. I'm so tired. I need to sit down finally. I was running so many errands today. I had to go get my car inspected and I had to go to the gym, and then I did a lot more than it sounds, but now I'm just tired because I need to give my body a break now, because then after that I had dinner and then I had like a huge conversation with my family that I just need to relax. So this was like the last thing I was going to do, and then I was going to finally relax. But anyway, I probably have repurchased this twice. It's not like this is a huge investment to purchase, which is great because everything else is kind of expensive to purchase over and over again. But the reason why I share them with you that they're so amazing is because I purchase them all over and over again because they're amazing. But the reason why I've said this like so many times is that I purchase this a lot because one, I use this all the time for like no makeup looks. I always use this for the gym. It's just so beautiful to blend. It's such a beautifully blendable concealer, and that's what I love about it. It does crease a little bit underneath the eyes, but again, it doesn't settle into any fine lines like Too Faced Born This Way one does. And I throw this in my purse constantly for touch-ups because if I like have any lipstick that starts bleeding around my mouth, or if I start crying about something when I'm out and I need a quick fix of my makeup, I will just bring this with me, and then I don't have to worry about like losing such an expensive concealer, because if I lose this, then I can just go purchase another $4 concealer. It's not like bringing my Urban Decay one with me, which is an investment. So yeah, absolutely love this, and I purchase it constantly. And probably the other, I'm going to try and not go in categories. I'm trying to go with more of the things that I have purchased the most. Another one of the things that I have purchased the most, I'm going to show it to you in a palette, but I have repurchased this eyeshadow about twice. And you guys know, you already know my most purchased eyeshadow is the Makeup Geek Peaches and Cream eyeshadow, because you guys know that it is my favorite transition shade of all time. And again, I'm not wearing it today because I used all the shades from the Naked palette to even create my transition shades. So yeah, but I absolutely love this. I use it basically every single other day of my freaking life. That, trust me, that I have purchased it before. So I do need to order a backup of it soon, because this is actually the first time I've ever hit pan on an eyeshadow in a palette. But that's only because it's my most used transition shade. So that's why I use this one constantly. Like, I kind of wanted to hit pan in a palette first. And since I used this one, then I didn't see the point of me purchasing a new one yet. So I am planning on purchasing a bunch of new Makeup Geek shadows from the new ones that came out. And I'm going to be repurchasing this one. But yeah, I have went through 2 full pans of this before. So this is probably my third pan of it. So I will go through it probably soon. Then I'm going to have to repurchase a new one. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I just think it's the perfect transition shade for every day for fair-skinned girls. It's amazing, and it's warm, and it's beautiful, and you guys know I love warm tones. So yeah, definitely love that. And I love Makeup Geek shadows. And then the other most purchased item is the, obviously, come on, I mean, you guys know what I'm already going to say. It's a foundation. I don't know how many times I can talk about this foundation, but I have repurchased this foundation so many times. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is the first time I've purchased this shade though, but it's not like I can't speak on what I feel about it because I've had it for so long and I've had it in a different shade, but this is the first time I've purchased this shade. But I have went through almost 2 bottles of it before. So the second time, I was literally almost done with it, but I decided to stop using it because it just wasn't the right shade for me. But I was literally probably like down to here, and I was just like, I can't take it anymore because I want something that is the perfect shade for me and my favorite foundation. So I finally did repurchase this, so I have purchased it twice. The first time I repurchased it, I think I got it through Bloomingdale's. And my mom works for Bloomingdale's, so I always get it for like 20% off. And then the second time I purchased it was in this shade from Sephora during the VIB sale, and I got 15% off of it. So I'm always trying to take advantage of when you have a sale for this. I probably will pick this up again when the VIB sale rolls around in November, and I'm hoping to pick up more holiday stuff then, like the Too Faced Chocolate Shop palette. I'm so excited to pick that up. I'm not sure what other holiday things I'm going to be purchasing, but I'm not going to be purchasing any holiday stuff until the VIB sale rolls around because that's what I want my haul to be. But I'm probably going to purchase this. I'm telling you, this is the best foundation of all time. I have tried probably like 10 foundations this year. I love trying new foundations, and this feels really lightweight. So I don't know how much I've actually used of this one. I just don't want to get foundation on my hands. We'll check later. I'm going to grab the other two mascaras really, really soon, and I'll grab a tissue too, and we'll see how much is in here. But I absolutely freaking love this. It's amazing. It blends beautifully. It goes on beautifully. It stays on beautifully. It looks amazing all day. It's just gorgeous, and it looks like silk on your skin. So I absolutely love it, and it's lightweight. Doesn't feel like anything. It's amazing. And then the other foundation I'm going to be talking about, again, is an extremely expensive foundation. But I would be lying to you if I didn't repurchase this again. And this is the only other foundation that I have repurchased. And I've only repurchased this once because, hello, it's expensive. But this is the Diorskin Air Flash Spray Foundation. This foundation, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. It's beautiful on the skin. So you shake it up. And what I do is I spray it directly onto my face now. I don't just leave it there, just spray it on, because that's supposed to be the concept, but you really can't just do that. You have to buff it in with something. And it's so gorgeous when you blend it into your skin. It looks so amazing on your skin. And you know what's funny too? You're gonna laugh again. I know I keep on going like, you know what's funny too, like a crazy person, but I'm not wearing either of these foundations today. Because I just wore a tinted moisturizer today, so I'm not wearing either of these to tell you, oh yeah, I'm wearing this one today, because I'm not. Probably the only thing like that I mentioned that I have repurchased a bunch of times that I'm wearing today is my mascara. So I am sorry again, but this is usually what I do for no makeup days, so forgive me. So yeah, I have used up a full tube of this before, an entire bottle. So I really wanted to purchase it again and see if I really did love it. And I was trying to do the method where you buff it in with a foundation, with a brush, and I was just like, I was kind of not too crazy about it. So what I did is just I sprayed it directly onto my face and I just buff it in with a beauty blender now. And oh my god, it just blends in flawlessly. This is so flawless on your skin. It's amazing. Like, I kind of don't like that doll-like appearance sometimes. Like, I kind of like this more natural look where I'm just wearing tinted moisturizer or if I'm just wearing the Giorgio Armani. But this is more full coverage than the Giorgio Armani is. I wouldn't say this is absolute full coverage, but it gives such a flawless coverage to your skin. You look like a freaking doll, and it's so gorgeous. Like, it's so luminous and so natural looking. I love it. It's a phenomenal foundation. So those are definitely my two holy grail foundations besides my my YSL. I absolutely love the YSL, but I have not repurchased that one yet. But I probably will repurchase that one when the sale rolls around, because I'm kind of feeling like I am using quite a bit of that up. So yeah, so anyway, let's go with, what are the next things that I want to talk about? Let's talk about these two primers. Let's talk about this primer first, because this is definitely my most purchased primer. You guys know I'm already going to be mentioning it, and pretty much am going through this pretty quickly, which is crazy. This is probably the fastest I have went through this. Now I'm talking about the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. You guys know I love it so much, and this is probably my third bottle of this that I have purchased. And I think I purchased this one during 21 Days of Beauty in, was this one in March? Because 21 Days of Beauty is going on right now, and I just purchased something from Smashbox today that what they were promoting. But they always end up promoting some type of Smashbox primer. So I think the last time they were promoting this one. And I think before that they were promoting the original Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And this time they were promoting the eye primer. But yeah, this is my third time I've purchased this. And this is how much I've used of it. Like, I am hardcore about this stuff. It's amazing. It just feels so hydrating on your skin. I know, like, I was really hesitant to purchase this at first because I'm like, whatever, it's a freaking water. But it feels so good on your skin. Like, it feels amazing. I can't live without some type of spray in my foundation or skincare routine. I'm just reading like what it says. It basically acts like the setting spray does, but the setting spray it's not really a primer. Yeah, like after makeup. You always use this after makeup, but for this, you can use it as a primer, you can use it as a setting spray, or you can use it as a refresher, which I really love. I do really love going throughout the day with this or the Urban Decay and spritzing them on my face if my face feels a little bit itchy, if it feels a little bit dry, if it feels like I'm sweating. I'll always like go back to refreshing my makeup in some way with these sprays. And this just feels so hydrating when you first wake up in the morning. After you wash your face, you put your sunblock on, you go eat breakfast, you come back and do your makeup, and you want something just a little bit hydrating and refreshing if you have dry skin, and it feels so good. I just spritz it everywhere and I just bathe my face in it because it feels so amazing. Maybe I could just put water in here, but I don't think it would have the same effect because water soaks up like everything in your skin and doesn't really like act as like a makeup base. It kind of just like not dehydrates, but you know, dries your skin out. That I don't know. It's magical. It's amazing. It just feels so good. Me talking about it just makes me want to spritz it on my face right now. I missed my face. Hold on. Oh, and it smells so freaking good. I don't know what the scent is in this, but I don't know. I love it. I love this primer water. I think it's the best thing. And my face feels amazing right now. So we're going to keep that on. We're going to let it just dry a little bit. And then the other primer I'm going to be talking about, which I've already been making a dent in, and you guys know I love this. I've already purchased this again. I could not live without repurchasing this again. And I think I got this on promo too. Why do I feel like 21 Days of Beauty was like not even that long ago? I think I got this for $16. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about the Stila One Step Corrector again because I freaking love it. It's my holy grail primer. It's amazing. Put it on right after I put the Smashbox Primer on. I'm wearing this today too, so I am wearing the two primers I use the most because I literally use these pretty much almost every single day. I just find that this is like my ideal dream combo of primers because this adds the hydration and this adds the moisture and the basically everything else I want. And Shan XO was actually just talking about this on her channel, and she said that this was her holy grail primer, and she said it's not really supposed to be a primer. It's supposed to be like a serum, but she uses it as a primer, and it really is amazing as a primer because some primers are just literally moisturizers that you use, like the Laura Mercier foundation primer or the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. They're basically like moisturizers that you just use as primers before makeup. And for me, I always use a separate moisturizer and then I prime. I never just use a primer as my moisturizer because I'm weird. But I feel like since I have such dry skin that I always have to moisturize right after, and plus my moisturizer has SPF in it and my primer doesn't. So that's why I always prime my face with something with SPF in it now. I mean, moisturize my face with something with SPF in it now and then use just a regular primer. So, but you can just use your primer as your moisturizer, but make sure you're always applying SPF. So make sure you like work in a SPF somehow in that. And then the other item, obviously, is my beauty blender because you guys know it's like my ride or die makeup product. This is the third beauty blender I have purchased, but I will tell you that I was extremely disappointed in the last beauty blender that I had, because I was telling you in a disappointing products video that it was like tearing apart, and I was really, really upset about that. So I had to repurchase a new one again, and this is the one that I got, and this one seems to be holding up a lot better. But I don't know if they were like making their products a little bit differently. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're more cheaply made now and they just break down easier. But obviously you guys know I will constantly repurchase it. I absolutely love it. And that's the third one that I have purchased. And that's the only thing that I use to apply my foundation, because I just find that really foundation brushes don't really work for me. I just don't really like foundation brushes all that much. I guess I'm just weird. Just I feel like my skin is so dry to use a foundation brush, and I feel like every time I use a foundation brush it comes out like streaky. So and then the next item is the Smashbox Photo Finish 24-Hour Primer. This is the Eyeshadow Primer. Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. And that's what it looks like. I basically have almost used up the entire thing. I only have like a few squirts of it left, as you can see. But this baby is pretty much done, and I actually just repurchased a new one today, because like I said, they were running the promo for this for the 21 Days of Beauty, and they were running it today, so I had to purchase it today, obviously. And I actually had to buy it online because I was so nervous about buying the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette today that I didn't even realize they were going to sell out of this. And they sold out of this in like 2 hours or 3 hours. Because I came into Ulta at like 1 o'clock to purchase this and the palette. And they said that this was already sold out. I was like, what? So at least it wasn't sold out online. So I just bought it online. But, you know, the manager there was making me so nervous about buying the Ultimate Basics palette that I was like, oh my god, I need to get it. But of course the Smashbox Primer was sold out, not the palette. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about, it's not really a makeup item, but I wanted to mention it because these are two things from Sephora that I purchase constantly. One is the Sephora Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover. I just find that this is the best eye makeup remover I've used. This is actually the third one I have purchased. I just think this is a cool thing to include. I don't know, I'm probably just such a dork. But this is the second big bottle that I have purchased, and I also purchased before that. I purchased a smaller one, but then I find that this is the better buy, so I ended up purchasing this one because it's only like a few more dollars. And I love it. It's amazing. I love this eye makeup remover. It's just so gentle and gets everything off. It's a fantastic eye makeup remover. And then the other thing is the Sephora Solid Brush Cleanser. Brush cleaner. This is probably like the second one. Yeah, like the second full-size one I've purchased, I'm pretty sure. And I love it. It's amazing. It gets the beauty blender so freaking clean, and I use it every single day for that. So felt like I should include that too. And then the other item is the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. You guys know I freaking love this. And I bought this during like the first Vibe sale, and then I repurchased it like a couple of months ago. So I feel like I'm going through this one faster than the last one that I had. Like, look how much I've used of this already. That is crazy. That's a lot. Like, a lot. Do you see that? That's like half of it already. Because I felt like when I bought this one, it didn't have as much product in it as I did when I bought the first one. So I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Maybe I use more powder now, but that's basically like almost halfway already. And it took me like a full year to go through the first one, so I don't think it's going to take me a full year to go through this one. That kind of sucks. Because this is like 30 bucks or something, but yeah. I'm still constantly going to repurchase it anyway. And then the last thing I have, and then I'm just going to tell you a couple of things that I need to repurchase and some of my most repurchased Colourpop items. Well, actually one thing is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I absolutely love this brow gel. This is the second one that I have purchased. I think that this brow gel is amazing. Your eyebrows stay in place like freaking super glue, so this is amazing. I actually have to purchase a third one, so I will repurchase it very soon. I feel like this one is kind of drying out and getting like a little bit expired, so even though I use it like every day, but I absolutely love it. It makes your eyebrows pretty much go nowhere. And then the mascara I want to talk about is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. Like I said, this is the only mascara that I'm wearing today. I forgot to grab the Maybelline Lash Sensational and the Benefit Roller Lash, but the Benefit Roller Lash is like my favorite high-end mascara. I'm going to go grab them right now. Yeah, so my 3 most purchased mascaras are these 3 right here. This is the Benefit Roller Lash. This is probably the only high-end mascara that I have purchased twice because it's a really great mascara. Before this, like before I started branching out and trying other brands, I used to always use MAC and Chanel, and my most purchased ones were the Chanel mascara and the one of the MAC ones. I forget which one it was. I'm sorry, I have like an itch and I don't want to itch my makeup off, but I am going to be taking my makeup off pretty soon because I've had it on since like 1 p.m. and there's no reason for that because I didn't really do much today. I just had to run errands today basically. I have repurchased this once before and I love it. I love the curved wand that this has, but I think this is pretty much dried out. I have had this since I think like April or something, or May, so I have stopped using it, but I'm probably going to repurchase the IT Cosmetics mascara because I actually have really been enjoying that one, and I also really want the Smashbox one and the Urban Decay version because I really love those two as well because I got to try the samples of those, so those are great mascaras as well. And then the 2 from the drugstore is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black and the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I love this mascara for the length, and I love this one for the volume and the length. This is a great mascara for going out. This was my Holy Grail mascara for a while, but then when I repurchased it, I don't know why. I don't love it as much as I used to. I'm always like that when I repurchase makeup items, so, but these are still great options. And then we just have like a couple of things that I'm going to repurchase again. Well, the first thing I have repurchased already are the Hourglass powders. I love these for putting on as a finishing powder after I'm done with my makeup. I just love the way it makes my skin look. It just has such a beautiful blurring effect for your skin, but still makes your skin look natural and makes everything look like it was blended together. That's what I love it for. I just feel like it just brings everything together. I know that's probably something that you shouldn't be spending like $40 on, or like, I think it's like $48, I don't know. I just think that they're so worth it. So the shade that I have right now is Ethereal Light, and I think I love this one more than the last one that I had because the one I had before this was Luminous Light. I've been kind of dying to repurchase Luminous Light again because I love that as like a natural highlighter. But I love this one more for that candlelit glow for your face. I think that this one works a little bit better because it doesn't have like the shimmer in it. I mean, it's not like I look like a glitter bomb for the Luminous Light one. That one still looked gorgeous. But this looks even better for like fair skin tones. So definitely going to repurchase this again when it expires because I stopped using the other one because I felt like it was expired. And people say, you know, you have to stop using your powder products at a certain point, even though I'm using other ones because I'm not going to repurchase absolutely every single product that is expired because they're not like too bad to use after like the expiration. And then the highlighter I'm going to talk about that I will repurchase at some point, but I have already repurchased it again, but it was in a palette, so I don't have to worry about repurchasing it again for quite a long time, is the Becca Shimming Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. This is the pressed version. You guys know this is my favorite highlighter of all time. And I just wanted to show that I have recently hit pan on it as well. So I will be sharing this in a products I've used up video in 2016. So I'm super happy I hit pan on it, but I absolutely love it. It's my favorite highlighter of all time. So I will repurchase that in the future. I did just purchase the Becca Split Pan. I did show you guys that in a recent haul video, so now I don't have to repurchase 2 Becca highlighters for like a really long time, so I'm really happy about that. And then the other item that I'm going to repurchase eventually is the Marc Jacobs Insta Mark Dreamer Filter. And this, as you can see, I have hit major pan on since I last showed it. And I'm not sure if I showed this in the products I've used up video in 2016. If I hit pan on this in that video, I don't think I did. But I think I'm going to be making some more major progress in it in the next couple of months to share it in my December video. So I am actually wearing this today along with the Hourglass powder, because I wear the Hourglass powder like every single day. But I absolutely love this. It's amazing. It's my holy grail bronzer and contouring powder. I absolutely love it. And then the last things I'm going to talk about are just some of my most repurchased shadows. The first one I actually already have a backup of is obviously going to be Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee, which is right here. Obviously, that's like the only one that I pretty much have hit pan on, but I just recently hit pan on Vanilla Bean, finally. You can see a little dent in there. But you guys know that's like my favorite eyeshadow of all time for a crease color. Sorry, that hair was distracting me. So, sorry, I just got a text. But I absolutely love it, and I use this a lot when I am not working. I just throw on some eyeshadow. So I will definitely, I already repurchased one. It's sitting right here. I just have it ready to go for when I need a new one, so I can't live without this shade. So I do have to repurchase, again, Beaches and Cream and put it in my Z palette when I'm ready. But yeah, love this eyeshadow. And then the other ones are just a couple of Colourpop ones. I have repurchased all of these recently, so these are some of the ones I'm going to share with you. You guys know I love Colourpop eyeshadow, so these are the 5 that I have repurchased recently. The first one is Get Lucky, which is this gorgeous gold shade. I absolutely love it. Another one is the Colourpop Eye Candy shade, which is this beautiful pinky, frosty pink shade. It's gorgeous. Then the next one is my favorite shade ever, and that's the Kathleen Light shade, which is this beautiful bronzy color. I'm not going to crack into this one until I completely use up the one that I have, because I am doing pretty well on using that one. And then the other 2 are just ones that I feel like kind of dried out and I needed to repurchase again. The first one is Colourpop Sequin. This is the older one, but I do have the newer ones of Sequin and Get Lucky sitting in my room because I'm going to haul those ones soon. But this is Sequin. It's such a gorgeous rose gold. I just feel like it's kind of dried out already. And then the other one is Dare, which is a gorgeous purple shade. You have to repurchase Colourpop shadows after a year because then they start drying out. And then the last things are just a couple of Colourpop eyeliners that I just repurchased, because obviously you have to repurchase eyeliners as much as you do like mascaras, because they do expire a lot faster than other products. So these are the 5 shades. So the first one is Bee Sting, which is this beautiful turquoise. Then a black one, which is called Swerve. Then a brown one, which is called Stomper. Then a reddish brown, which is called, this is a different color. It's a different brown. I haven't worn this one in a while. I gotta wear this one again, which is called Call Me. And then the other one is called Honeydew. Also, Bestel was one I repurchased, but that was because it did break on me, like the top came off of like where the eyeliner is, so I had to repurchase it. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. So, oh my god, I did not mention this one. The MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NW15. Again, one of my all-time favorite concealers. This is the second time I have repurchased it. The first time I started using it, I didn't use it enough and it ended up expiring. So I repurchased it again a couple of months ago, and I have to say I've been using it so much more. Like this past week, I used it 3 times in a row and I absolutely loved it. So now I'm like ride or die for this. It's amazing. And yeah, that's it. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram as TBW819, and my Twitter is Pokerface819, and my Snapchat is Pokerface819. Hopefully this video wasn't like 10 million years long. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what your most repurchased makeup items are, and bye!